Hello everyone and welcome to Machine Learning and AI Tutorials. In this AI tutorial, we explain how to install and run locally Gemma 3 vision and multimodal model on a Linux Ubuntu computer. Since a lot of viewers of this channel are completely new to AI and machine learning, let's first briefly explain what are vision and multimodal models. Namely, in the world of AI, you have AI models that can only handle text, and then you have models that can handle text, videos, images, sound, etc. This other class of models, that is the models that can handle images, videos, and audio files, are called multimodal models. Note over here that I said multimodal with O and not multimodal. Multimodal means that a model can handle different modes, and modes are different visual representations or audio representations such as images and videos, as well as the audio files. In this video tutorial, we explain how to install and run locally Gemma 3 and how to interact with Gemma 3 by using this graphics user interface. And immediately you can see the power of this amazing model. Namely, over here, I placed random coins on a table in my kitchen and I took the photo. Then I copied the photo to my computer and I provided this photo to this model and I asked the question. Let me show you the question. Count coins and money on the provided image, and only on the basis of this image the model was able to generate this. The model was able to accurately count coins and also to compute the total value, and you can see it over here, and this is truly amazing. And this is just one of the applications of this model. You can download any image from internet, or you can take any image and you can ask the model, for example, describe this image or detect objects on this image, etc. Due to this model can have a large of applications in robotics and computer vision. Okay, let's immediately start. First, open a terminal, click here, search for terminal. And then the first step is to update and upgrade all the packages, and we can do that by executing this command. Enter your password and wait until these two commands complete. After we update and upgrade everything, we need to install curl. Over here, press Y. And let's wait. To install curl, execute this command, and after type this to verify that curl is installed. And if you see something like this, this means that curl is installed on your computer. The next step is to install the Ollama framework and to download the model by using Ollama. So let's do that. Go to the Ollama website, then click on download, then click here on Linux, and this installation command will be generated. Copy this command, go back to the terminal and execute this command, and this will install Ollama on your local computer. The next step is to verify Ollama installation. First of all, type Ollama, and if you see this generic reply, this means that Ollama is installed. Another way to check the installation is to open a new tab in your web browser, and over here try to enter this address. Namely, Ollama is actually running on this local host address over here, and if you get this reply, this means that Ollama is properly installed. The next step is to download the model. So let's learn how to do that. Go back to the base Ollama website, and then over here search for models and search for Gemma 3 and press enter. Here it is. Now here let's explain what is written on this web page. Namely, if you scroll down, you will see models over here. Here you have several options. You have this 1B parameter model, and note that this is only text model, and we don't want to install that model. Instead, we want to install multimodal or vision models. And here you have three options. You have a smaller model, middle-sized model, and larger model. Now, here are the installation commands. Another thing to keep in mind that these are heavily quantized models. For example, if you click here and if you select the 12b parameter model that we will install in this video, you will see the quantization. And you can see how much space you will need on your disk to install this model. However, notice over here tags section. Expand the tag section and let's see what is written over here. Well, you can see that there are other models over here, and you can see ITFP16, ITQ8, IT, etc. Now notice that these models have different size. This is due to the fact that they're actually less quantized. That is, these models might be the best option if you have a powerful computer to run. On the other hand, if you have a decent GPU such as NVIDIA 3090, that is nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy, then you should probably go with the smaller models. That is, you should go with quantized models. In this case, we are going to play with this model. So let's go back, make sure that you select 12b model, and then copy this installation command. You can also try, by the way, 27b parameter model, and I was able to run it on my NVIDIA 3090 GPU. Okay, so copy this command, go back in the terminal, paste this command, oops, I made an error, paste this command over here, and instead of run over here, just type pool in order to download the model, and press enter, and this will download the model on your computer, and let's see how long will it take. It's going to take around 2 minutes or so to download. Consequently, be patient. Once the model is downloaded, let's type Ollama list to see the model. Here it is. Next, let's test the model locally. To do that, type Ollama run and then copy and paste the model name. Here it is. And let's see what happens. Here it is. Okay, so let's ask a question. Who are you? And let's see the answer. Here it is. Perfect. It works like a charm. Next, I will show you how to include the image in this terminal and how to ask the questions about the image or photo, and then later on I'm going to explain how to interact with this model by using a graphics user interface generated by using Open WebUI. So let's first learn how to interact with the model by using this terminal. First of all, you need to create an image or you need to take a photo, so do that. Take a photo with your phone or download the photo from the internet and then copy it to your computer. Here are the images in my case. I'm going to use this image over here. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply copy this image, Control C, then I will go to my home folder, and then I'm going to create over here, let me just first exit the model. So exit the model, go to the home folder, and let's create a folder, for example, test model, and let's navigate to that folder. Let me just refresh this part. Here's test model, and let's paste the image over here, and let's make sure that the image is there. It is. So now let's repeat the Ollama run command, and here it is. We are in the model. So let's ask, describe the provided image and recognize all the parts. And then over here, we are going to type this and then parts1.jpg. And let's see what happens. Okay, so this is the way to include the image. You can see that the model was able to accurately recognize all the objects on the image. Let's go back and let's look at the image once again and put it here and bring back the terminal, and let's see what happens here. Let's see. A knife. Here is the knife. Donut. This is actually not a donut. This is a K-cup. However, it's written Dunkin' Donuts, and consequently model thinks it's a donut. Toothbrush. Perfect. Toothpaste and a lighter. Awesome. This is really good. And notice over here how I interacted with this model. I simply said this. Describe the provided image and recognize all the parts, and notice what I've written over here. These two symbols or characters are used to tell to the model that the image is in the current folder, and that's it. Good. Let's press Ctrl D to exit the model or to exit Ollama, And the next step is to explain how to generate a graphics user interface for interacting with the model. Let's close the image. Make sure that you're in this folder. And in this folder, we need to create a Python virtual environment. First of all, let's figure out what is the current Python version. You can see that actually Python is installed. And to figure out the version, you simply need to type this, and here it is. The next step is to run this command that will generate, or actually that will be used to create Python virtual environments. Note over here that these three numbers should match the Python version over here. So let's execute this. Then let's create a Python virtual environment. We do it like this. And finally, after we have created the Python virtual environment, let's activate the environment by executing this command, bang. And you can see now that the environment is active. Let's install Open WebUI. Open WebUI is a very nice framework for hosting and running large language models locally. To be more precise, it's more like a graphics user interface. However, it's more than that, since it provides a latex interpreter. It can also record sound, it can do all sorts of things. It relies on a number of Python libraries and packages, and I'm using this amazing framework extensively in my work and on this YouTube channel. You have a lot of tutorials explaining how to use Open WebUI. Okay, so let's wait until Open WebUI is installed. This might take a while, maybe even 5 minutes. After this installation command is executed, we can start Open WebUI by typing this, and here you need to wait for a while. Several packages will be downloaded and installed, and then you will be able to run Open WebUI in your graphics user interface. So let's wait for a while, wait, and now we can run Open WebUI. To run Open WebUI, you simply need to type this address in your web browser. So open a new tab, and over here, type this address. Ignore this message over here, click on Get Started, enter your name, enter your email address, and set your password. Note over here that you are registering a local account on your local computer. That is, this address is on your local computer. It's not a publicly hosted address. And create administrator account. Click here, and let's start using the model. Okay, the first thing I need to show you how to include the image. To include the image, simply click here, then click on Upload Files and find the image on your computer. In my case, it's here. And let me get the parts image. Here it is. And let's ask a question. Describe the image. Describe the, or better to say it like this. Recognize the objects on the image. Press enter and let's see what happens. And you can see what happens. Amazing. Okay, let's try with another image. So you can click here, then you can upload the file. Let's do the math problem, for example. Here is the math problem. Basically, let me show you what it is. Here it is. It's basically a right triangle, and here there is a missing side, and I will ask the model to compute this missing side. So let me close this, and let me ask a question over here. Solve the math problem on the photo. That is, compute the missing side or the unknown side of the triangle near the question mark. And let's see, press enter, and this should solve the problem. Now, notice one issue over here. For some reason, Open WebUI doesn't like when you have something like this, because it will not execute. So this command is not running. So the strategy to solve this problem is simply copy back and go back to the base address over here and restart Open WebUI. I don't know why this thing happens, however, sometimes it happens. So let's provide an image. So here it is, and let's paste the image over here and press this, and let's see what happens. And the solution should be generated. And literally in several seconds the solution is generated. You can see that the model properly recognizes the theorem it needs to apply, and you can see the solution over here. This is truly amazing. Okay, that's all for today, and thanks for watching.